Dakota Ditcheva is back. Yes, you heard that correctly. Dakota Ditcheva, the undefeated striker who has made waves in the combat sports world with a precise striking, remarkable technique, and dominant performances, is officially returning to the Professional Fighters League. Her return has sent shockwaves through the fighting community, as fans, analysts, and enthusiasts alike have eagerly awaited her comeback. After an extended hiatus from competition, the anticipation surrounding her next appearance is palpable. The PFL has officially confirmed the details, and the excitement has reached a fever pitch as Dakota prepares to step back into the cage and remind the world why she has been such a dominant figure in her division. The hiatus was significant. Extended periods away from the fight game can challenge even the most experienced athletes, raising questions about timing, conditioning, mental acuity, and the ability to seamlessly transition back into the rhythm of high-level competition. Fighting is not merely a physical endeavor. It is an intricate mental and strategic pursuit, and absence from active competition can test both aspects. A fighter must regain not only the sharpness of reflexes, but also the rhythm, intuition, and confidence required to face elite-level opponents. It is not unusual for fighters returning from a break to face an adjustment period, where conditioning, timing, and even psychological readiness are tested to their limits. Fans and analysts are now collectively asking the pressing question: can Dakota Ditcheva return to the PFL and continue her remarkable undefeated streak, or will the challenges of time away create a hurdle that even she cannot overcome? The Professional Fighters League has officially announced that Dakota Ditcheva will step back into the spotlight on Saturday, February 7, 2026. The announcement alone has ignited discussions across fan forums, sports news outlets, and social media platforms. However, the most intriguing aspect of the announcement is not only her return, but also the opponent she will face. Dakota's next matchup has been set against Denise Kielholtz, a seasoned veteran of combat sports who brings a distinct style, a wealth of experience, and an unpredictable approach to the cage. The pairing is already generating excitement, speculation, and intense discussion because it represents a clash not only of skills but also of tactical philosophies, physical attributes, and competitive mindsets. Dakota Ditcheva's reputation as an undefeated striker will be rigorously tested, and Denise's explosive, unpredictable style creates a dynamic and compelling scenario for this highly anticipated bout. Denise Kielholtz enters this matchup with a professional record of 8 wins and 5 losses. At first glance, this record may not appear imposing, especially when compared to Dakota's flawless streak. However, numbers alone never tell the complete story in combat sports. Denise has faced and defeated a number of formidable opponents throughout her career, including Kate Jackson, Christina Williams, and Sumiko Inaba. The latter is particularly noteworthy because Sumiko Inaba is a fighter Dakota has previously faced in competition. This shared history introduces an additional layer of intrigue and analysis for fans and commentators. Denise's victories over highly skilled opponents demonstrate that she is not to be underestimated. Her style, experience, and ability to thrive under pressure make her a significant threat, even against a dominant champion like Dakota Ditcheva. Denise's career has been marked by an emphasis on explosive striking, adaptability, and resilience. She has competed in high-stakes environments that test not only technical proficiency but also mental toughness, strategic planning, and the capacity to maintain composure in chaotic scenarios. Over the years, Denise has cultivated a skill set that enables her to remain confident and effective even when confronted with adversity. She has faced diverse fighting styles, managed pressure in intense moments, and learned to exploit small openings with precision. These qualities, combined with her compact power, quick combinations, and inside fighting ability, make her an opponent capable of challenging Dakota in ways that previous competitors may not have been able to. The experience she brings into the cage cannot be overstated. Every fighter knows that experience translates into adaptability, strategic nuance, and the ability to remain composed while executing complex game plans. Dakota Ditcheva, on the other hand, has consistently demonstrated dominance through her methodical and precise approach to fighting. Her roots in Muay Thai and kickboxing form the foundation of a striking arsenal that few in her division can match. Observers of her fights frequently note her exceptional timing, sharp combinations, and ability to control the pace and rhythm of a fight. Dakota is adept at reading her opponents, anticipating movements, and responding with perfectly timed strikes. She is not merely reactive, she is proactive, often dictating exchanges and forcing opponents into patterns that play into her strengths. Her looping punches, devastating knees, and expert clinch work make her a highly dangerous competitor, particularly for those who attempt to close the distance without proper preparation or strategy. Dakota does not simply engage, she dismantles, deconstructs, and dominates, often maintaining a calm, composed demeanor even under extreme pressure. Her undefeated record is a reflection not just of talent but of discipline, patience, and an unmatched level of strategic execution. The contrast between Dakota and Denise is clear and compelling. Where Dakota relies on precision, timing, and methodical control, Denise thrives on unpredictability, aggression, and the ability to disrupt an opponent's rhythm. This fight represents a classic clash of styles, the disciplined technician versus the explosive, adaptive fighter. Denise's approach to combat is to push the action, create openings through constant pressure, and capitalize on moments of chaos. She may not enjoy the reach advantage that Dakota possesses, standing at 5 feet 3 inches to Dakota's 5 feet 9 inches, but she compensates with compact power, agility, and the ability to land rapid, punishing combinations. Her left hook is particularly dangerous, and her experience ensures that she remains effective even when under duress. Fighting against an opponent like Dakota will require Denise to execute her strategy flawlessly, timing her entries, closing the distance strategically, and ensuring she can land meaningful strikes while minimizing Dakota's long-range control. The tactical dimensions of this matchup are fascinating. Dakota's reach and height allow her to manage distance effectively, using jabs, teeps, and long-range kicks to control the pace of exchanges. Her ability to dictate the flow of a fight is a cornerstone of her dominance. She sets traps, reads movements, and counters with pinpoint accuracy. Conversely, Denise's strength lies in her ability to pressure, to make the fight chaotic, and to exploit openings with explosive combinations. To succeed, Denise will need to neutralize Dakota's reach advantage, forcing exchanges at close range where her compact power and speed become significant factors. The interaction between these two contrasting styles promises a highly dynamic and unpredictable fight, where tactical decisions made in split seconds could determine the ultimate outcome. The previous encounter between Dakota and Denise provides additional context for the upcoming bout. In their first matchup, Dakota secured a first-round rear-naked choke victory, demonstrating her grappling acumen and ability to capitalize on submission opportunities. This result highlighted Dakota's versatility, as she is not solely a striker but a fighter capable of blending grappling, clinch control, and striking into a cohesive and dominant game plan. However, fighters evolve, and past results do not guarantee future outcomes. Denise has undoubtedly studied Dakota's previous performances, identifying strengths, weaknesses, and tendencies. She will likely enter this fight with a comprehensive strategy designed to disrupt Dakota's rhythm, close the distance effectively, and impose her own game plan. This evolution introduces an element of unpredictability, as Dakota must now adapt to a more prepared and strategically aware opponent. Physical attributes further complicate the matchup. Dakota's height and reach advantage provide a natural edge in controlling distance, maintaining composure, and dictating exchanges. Her long limbs facilitate jabs, high kicks, teeps, and other techniques that keep opponents at bay and make it challenging for them to engage safely. Denise, despite being shorter, brings a contrasting set of physical tools: compact, explosive power, rapid combinations, and elite-level kickboxing skills. She thrives in close quarters, where her ability to pressure opponents, mix strikes, and maintain high activity can shift momentum quickly. The battle between reach and compact power, height and explosiveness, and strategic precision and unpredictability forms the crux of this high-stakes contest. Both fighters will be forced to leverage their strengths while mitigating vulnerabilities, and success may hinge on who can adapt more effectively in real time. Distance management and pressure control will likely define the outcome of this fight. Dakota must preserve the range that suits her style, utilizing jabs, kicks, and movement to prevent Denise from establishing inside control. Patience will be essential. Overcommitting or misjudging timing could result in devastating counters. Denise, conversely, must execute her entries with precision, closing the gap strategically to unleash combinations while minimizing exposure to Dakota's long-range striking. Clinch work and grappling may also play a critical role. Dakota's experience in takedown defense, positional control, and transitions provides options beyond pure striking, enabling her to manage aggressive opponents and create opportunities for high-percentage strikes. Denise's challenge will be to impose her inside fighting style while navigating Dakota's defensive skill set, creating a multidimensional tactical battle within the cage. Psychological factors are equally critical. Both fighters approach this bout with clearly defined objectives. Dakota's goal is to reassert her dominance, maintain her undefeated record, and demonstrate that her hiatus has not diminished her abilities. Her confidence, experience, and previous success provide a strong mental foundation. Denise, on the other hand, approaches the fight with an emphasis on adaptability, disruption, and tactical execution. Her strategy involves analyzing Dakota's tendencies, identifying potential weaknesses, and creating conditions that favor her strengths. Mental resilience, composure under pressure, and the ability to respond to rapid changes in the fight environment will be crucial determinants of success. A single lapse in focus or misjudged decision could have immediate consequences, highlighting the intense mental dimension of elite-level combat. The stylistic contrast between Dakota and Denise represents a classic combat sports narrative. Dakota's calculated, methodical, and precise striking contrasts sharply with Denise's aggressive, unpredictable, and fast-paced approach. Fans can expect a dynamic contest where each fighter seeks to impose her strategy while countering the other's strengths. Every jab, kick, knee, and combination will carry significance. Dakota will aim to control distance and tempo, neutralize Denise's explosive entries, and capitalize on openings for precision strikes and grappling opportunities. Denise will look to close the distance, create pressure, and leverage her inside fighting experience to generate momentum and disrupt Dakota's rhythm. The interplay between these strategies ensures a fight that is both technically sophisticated and emotionally charged, where each moment could shift the trajectory of the bout. The build-up to the fight has generated widespread excitement. Analysts and fans are dissecting every aspect, from past performances to stylistic matchups, from physical attributes to psychological preparation. The anticipation is not solely about whether Dakota can maintain her undefeated streak, but also about the strategic battle between contrasting approaches. The fight represents a test of skill, mental fortitude, and the ability to execute under high-stakes conditions. Both fighters have unique strengths that could prove decisive, and the tension lies in how these strengths interact within the dynamic environment of a competitive cage. Dakota's dominance has been built on more than physical ability. Her patience, discipline, and strategic execution form the core of her success. She has repeatedly demonstrated an ability to dismantle opponents through precise timing, calculated movement, and an understanding of distance and control. Her grappling proficiency adds a layer of complexity that allows her to capitalize on openings and transitions. This multidimensional skill set, combined with her mental composure, makes her exceptionally difficult to defeat. However, the challenges posed by Denise are distinct. Denise brings experience, unpredictability, and a high-pressure fighting style that could create scenarios Dakota has not previously encountered. The clash of these strengths will define the tactical and emotional landscape of the fight. Denise's potential to disrupt Dakota's rhythm is significant. Her compact power, rapid combinations, and inside fighting skills are designed to neutralize opponents who rely on reach and long-range control. She has faced high-pressure situations throughout her career and has consistently demonstrated the ability to remain effective and adaptable. In this matchup, her strategy will likely involve forcing exchanges at close range, exploiting openings created by Dakota's precision-based style, and leveraging her speed and power to shift momentum. The fight's outcome will depend on execution, timing, and the ability to anticipate and respond to the opponent's strategy in real time. Ultimately, this fight is about more than a record or a victory. It is a test of strategy, mental toughness, adaptability, and the ability to perform under extreme pressure. Dakota's objective is to reaffirm her dominance and continue an undefeated streak that has defined her career. Denise seeks to challenge a previously unbeatable opponent, disrupt established patterns, and seize an opportunity to demonstrate skill, resilience, and tactical intelligence. The stakes are high, the styles are contrasting, and the anticipation has created a narrative that transcends simple win-loss analysis. Fans will witness a battle where split-second decisions, precise execution, and psychological fortitude play as significant a role as physical prowess. As fight day approaches, the excitement is reaching a crescendo. Analysts are debating possible scenarios, fans are eagerly predicting outcomes, and the fighters themselves are preparing for a contest that will demand peak physical conditioning, tactical awareness, and mental composure. The matchup is not merely a fight, it is a showcase of strategy, skill, and elite-level athleticism. Dakota Ditcheva versus Denise Kielholtz promises drama, intensity, and unforgettable moments that will captivate combat sports enthusiasts worldwide. The significance of this fight extends beyond individual careers. It represents a defining moment in the division, a contest that will influence rankings, perceptions, and the narrative surrounding elite fighters. Dakota's return is about reasserting her dominance, demonstrating that her skills, timing, and strategic awareness remain unmatched. Denise's challenge is about disruption, adaptability, and the capacity to capitalize on opportunities created by high-pressure encounters. The intersection of these objectives creates a dynamic, high-stakes scenario in which every action, reaction, and decision matters. Fans will be watching every jab, kick, knee, combination, and grappling attempt. Each exchange carries potential consequences, and the fight's dynamic will shift constantly. Dakota's precision, reach advantage, and grappling ability give her tools to maintain control, while Denise's explosive striking, compact power, and unpredictability offer opportunities to disrupt and counter. The fight represents a multidimensional contest where mental acuity, tactical execution, and physical skill converge, creating a spectacle that promises both technical sophistication and visceral excitement. Distance control, pressure management, timing, and adaptability will be the determining factors. Dakota's ability to manage range, utilize long-range strikes effectively, and capitalize on openings will be crucial. Denise's capacity to close the gap, apply consistent pressure, and exploit inside fighting opportunities will equally define her chances. The psychological dimension, composure under pressure, the ability to adapt mid-fight, and executing strategies under extreme conditions will play a decisive role in the outcome. Every aspect of the fight, from the opening exchange to the final seconds, will test the fighter's preparation, adaptability, and execution. In conclusion, Dakota Ditcheva versus Denise Kielholtz is more than a fight. It is a masterful confrontation of styles, strategies, and personalities. Dakota's methodical precision will clash with Denise's explosive unpredictability. Height, reach, and long-range control will meet compact power, speed, and inside fighting expertise. Experience, strategy, and composure will be tested in equal measure. Fans can anticipate a contest that is both intellectually engaging and viscerally exciting, a fight where every movement carries significance, and each decision can shift momentum instantly. February 7, 2026, marks the date when these two elite athletes will step into the cage, and the world will watch as history is made. This is a fight that transcends records and reputations. It is a defining moment, a testament to skill, strategy, and mental fortitude, and a spectacle that will leave a lasting impact on the world of combat sports. Dakota Ditcheva's return is monumental, Denise Kielholtz's challenge is formidable, and the stage is perfectly set for a confrontation that will captivate, inspire, and thrill fans everywhere. This fight will be remembered as a showcase of the highest level of preparation, execution, and resilience, a true battle of skill and will, and an unforgettable chapter in the legacy of both athletes.